Good morning, Wildcats. It's the week of April 26th. And your admin team, we're all here to share the morning announcements. My name is Mrs. Montgomery, your principal.
And I'm Mr. Ramirez, Vice Principals.
Ms. Hernandez, Vice Principal.
And Dr. Macalino, your Instructional Specialist.
Okay, Wildcats, let's show that we are united and say the Pledge of Allegiance together. Do what feels comfortable for you. You may take a knee, you may stand, and let's place our right hand over our heart and let's begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much, and you may be seated.
All right, Wildcats. So it is still April. We are still observing the IB trait of being reflective. So as a reflective learner, always remember to think about how you're doing in your classes. How can you improve? If you're not improving, what are you doing that's causing you to see that improvement? If you are improving, awesome. Think about what's helping you make that improvement. So don't stop being reflective. And speaking of reflection, here we have a video about Ramadan, which is a Muslim religious holiday. And Ramadan is a time for fasting, praying, and reflection. So let's watch the short video.
One thing about me is I love studying all of the different cultures throughout time. And today I have a cool video on culture about what is Ramadan. Since the beginning of time, people have celebrated in many different ways for many different reasons. And that is where today on Fred's-Berg Culture, we are going to talk about Ramadan. First off, like many people celebrate the month of December for Christmas with giving and being charitable, Ramadan is a time of giving, healing, and being charitable too. Many who follow Islam do this because of the Prophet Muhammad. Like the Prophet Muhammad, many follow his actions during this month because they said he gave even more during Ramadan. In Islam, when looking to celebrate the holiday, the standard calendar that we use to tell dates are different. That's right. Islam uses a purely lunar calendar of 12 months. What that means is the start of each month is determined by the timing of the new moon. Just like many other holidays fall during certain times of year, Ramadan falls during the 9th month of the Islamic calendar and lasts for a month. This goes back as far as 600 AD. Although you may have never heard of Ramadan, that doesn't mean it's not big. For example, over 1 billion Muslims around the world celebrate Ramadan each year. One thing that really stands out about Ramadan is those who celebrate Ramadan don't eat when the sun is out. That's right. They fast from the first light of dawn until the sun goes down, and many Muslims don't eat or drink anything. This is done because it allows those who celebrate Ramadan and Islam to focus. That is definitely a long time to go without food, though. But in places like Egypt, they shorten the days by adjusting the time to have shorter days and longer nights. Kind of like when we do our time change here in the United States in the wintertime, and we have shorter days and longer nights. Now, one question you might ask is, what about the people who might get sick if they don't eat all day? For those who must eat during the daytime, it is okay for them to eat, but each day during that month, they have to feed someone who is less fortunate. Another interesting thing about Ramadan is those who celebrate really focus on their family and make a lot of promises. That is right. For Ramadan, many family members promise not to tell any lies, not to gossip, and not to be greedy during the Ramadan month. Well, that is all from me on Welcome to Fred's-Berg. I really hope you enjoyed learning about what is Ramadan and how many Muslims around the world celebrate each year.
Well, thank you for sharing that video, Ms. Hernandez. So, 6th and 7th grade Wildcats. Last week during DLI, you learned about Earth Day, which was on April 22nd. But today during your DLI class, you will learn more about Ramadan, which started on April 12th and will end on May 11th. So I hope you look forward to learning more about the Muslim cultural and religious practices. And then as usual, 8th graders. Yes, we only have 4 more Wednesdays left for you to complete your 8th grade project. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. We are going to continue working on our 8th grade project. Many of you are already starting the PowerPoint presentation. So if you notice that if you are up to date with all of your journal entries, you're practically 75% done with your project. You're just gonna practically cut and paste and add images to your PowerPoint to make it visually appealing for your audience. So let's get to it, 8th grade Wildcats. All right, so Wildcats, remember last week I told you about your fellow classmate Jacob Banta? Well, I kind of messed up and I gave you guys the wrong information. So yes, the animal shelter is called Antioch Animal Services, which is located in the city of Antioch. I think I told you guys it was located in the city of Concord. It's in the city of Antioch. And you cannot drop off your dog donations at the Antioch Animal Services. Due to COVID, they closed down the facility and it's only by appointment only, which is why Jacob is asking that you drop off your donations here at Oak Grove Middle School. So why don't we play this video and he could tell you more information about that.
Hi, I'm Jacob Banta. I'm an 8th grader, and for my 8th grade project, I am doing a toy drive for Antioch Animal Services Animal Shelter. If you would like to help me with this project, you can donate toys, leashes, collars, even harnesses if you like. Make sure that they are new and only for dogs. If you would like to donate these items, you can donate them in the bin in front of the office. It'll look like this. Hi, I'm Jacob Banta. I'm an 8th grader.
All right, thank you, Dr. Macalina. That's some good information about these projects, 8th graders. We want to get going on that. All right, hey, 7th graders, we have a mandatory assembly coming up on Wednesday, which would be today. So from 10:15 to 10:45, not too long, but this is an assembly to talk to you about the state-mandated sex health education curriculum that we are going to be presenting. So it's important. We're going to talk to you about what's important about this curriculum and also about what the student behavior is and the expectation during this unit. Now, there will be a link that's going to be given to your DLI teacher at the end of your DLI period on Wednesday, and you'll be able to go to this assembly. Again, it is a mandatory assembly. And we're not just going to be talking to you. At night, then we're going to have a parent assembly. And this parent assembly is also going to send out the information through Parent Square. We're going to be talking to your parents, your family about this requirement of the state mandated requirement to teach this curriculum and to understand the importance of the curriculum. And we'll be telling them also about what the behavioral expectations are while we teach this unit. And we'll also talk to your parents a little bit about, how they can support you during this time. And that parent meeting is from 6 p.m. to 6:30. So not a very long thing, but it's there, and we have this to offer to you on Wednesday. And then remember, Wildcats, this is for all Wildcats. We have the tutoring still going on. I know Dr. Macalina said 8th graders, you only have 4 more weeks on your 8th grade community project, but we technically have 5 weeks of school left. And that's for everybody to get those grades going. Remember, if you need more tutoring, here's the Zoom link for this tutoring. It is on Wednesdays from 12 to 1, and you can get help in all the subject areas. So let's finish strong with that. And I do want to say thank you to all of our hybrid A and B students, those that come Monday and Tuesdays, and those that come on Thursdays and Fridays. Remember, wear your ID when you come to school. It's always great to see you. We are still practicing our safety. Don't share food. Can't bring food to campus. Bring a bottle of water. You can have water, and when you say hi to people, we're still practicing social distancing. So, you know, little elbow bump, tip your hat, the ever popular, my favorite, the head nod, those things. Remember, we're still practicing that, but we're so glad you're here, and your teachers are glad you're here as well.
Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. Great reminders. And we look forward to seeing you all at the mandatory meeting on today, and also this evening with parents. And students, let's remember, Wildcats, to remind ourselves how wonderful we are, right? And to say positive affirmations to ourselves. That is very important. We need to train our mind to think positively. It's important to reflect. Yes, we can learn and grow, but we need to know that we can, and that we need to speak positive thoughts to ourselves. So we're going to say one that you can practice. And the title of it is, As I Move Forward, I Grow Wiser. As I move forward, I grow wiser. I move forward because standing still is the only guaranteed way to fail.
Moving forward, whether I walk through victories or defeat, is the only way I will learn and grow.
Every step I take brings me one step closer to my goals.
While on my journey to my dreams, I gather wisdom from experiences, which helps me make better decisions in the future.
Thank you, Wildcats. Let's remember to say positive thoughts, and let's remember to be respectful, responsible, resilient, and risk takers, and continue to be reflective. And I hope you all have a great week.
And don't forget, as always, to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great afternoon, Wildcats.
Bye, Wildcats.
Take care.